Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the channel to recap the first of two NFL Divisional round games. Kansas City Chiefs, those Chiefs, beat the Houston Texans 23-14 here in the AFC Divisional round, going to the AFC Championship game for what, 7th consecutive year. That's crazy, man. Mahomes is winning now to 7 straight conference championships. Yeah, Chiefs defense really dominated. It's been the same thing. Like, the offense has been okay. Like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but their defense it's dominant. And it helps their defense is dominant, and the Texans' offensive line is complete garbage. It was just sad to watch, man. They couldn't protect C.J. Stroud in the second half. They got him sacked, what? I don't know how many times in the second half. I feel like 4, 5, 6 times he got sacked. They just couldn't protect C.J. Stroud. I mean, it wasn't his fault. I mean, I thought he played a good game. I mean, they ran the football pretty solidly. C.J. Stroud had some nice runs. Joe Mixon had a good game. And they hung in there for as long as they could, man. They even made this a 13-12 game, but yes, there were some bad calls in this game, and yes, there's bad calls, but that's not why the Texans lost this game. I mean, every time the Chiefs win, I mean, I can be a Chiefs hater, but I'm a non-biased channel. I'm not biased or non-biased, unless it's my teams, but I have no dog in this fight. There were some bad calls, yes. I mean, it's a problem across the league with these late hits on quarterbacks. I wouldn't consider them late hits. Late slide, which causes hit. They hit each other, but I mean, the refs view in live action, it looks like they hit the quarterback, but it's just a problem across the league. It's not just a Chiefs thing. But you can't just put this on the refs, man. Texans, the offensive line was horrendous, man. I thought their defense played solid. I mean, they sacked Mahomes 3 times. Henderson Jr. 2 sacks today. I thought he had a really good game defensively. A really good season overall, I thought, from Will Anderson. Togai had a sacked Mahomes 3 times this game, but I think this Texans loss is more on the offensive line and the special teams. The offensive line's been an issue, really the whole season, with this Texans team. And Kaimi Fairbairn, excuse me, should call you Fairbone. 2 for 4 on field goals. First one he missed from about 50. I mean, it's cold and then the wind, I think. I don't know if he should have kicked it, but you're an NFL kicker, shouldn't miss that bad. And then he gets a kick blocked because he kicks it too low. Looked like he wasn't in a fucking hurry to kick it. It's unbelievable. And they got blitzed a lot, but they couldn't pick it up. I mean, every time the Chiefs blitzed, they sacked them, or got a lot of pressure on them and sacked them. I mean, it's just how good Spags is, you know, dialing up that pressure. But Fairbairn, he was great. He was good this season, but he shanked badly a 55-yard field goal. He misses an extra point, which would have tied the game at 13. He gets a field goal blocked. Wasn't really in a hurry to kick it. I mean, that blocked field goals on him. He kicked it way too low. But the refs only made 2 bad roughing penalties. It wasn't like the refs, they just helped the Chiefs win. No. I mean, you give up 8 sacks, you miss an extra point, field goal miss, 1's blocked because he kicks it too low. That's not on the refs, man. You just can't allow to get your quarterback to get sacked 8 times and expect to win. Okay? Look, again, after the second penalty, Texans down 8. They ran 9 plays for 11 yards and a punt and turnover on downs. C.J. Stroud was sacked, 3 times the last drive. They got in the field, but he got sacked 3 times. The kicker missed, Texans kicker missed, and had a field goal blocked. And I'm using real logic and not just hate rooted deep down. Like, yeah, I want to see another team win, but I mean, I'm just saying it how it is. You miss 2 kicks, give up 8 sacks, then the punter doesn't really get a good punt. Gives Chiefs good field position. They run it a few times and they get a field goal out of it. the special teams didn't show up. This season has been drastic drop-off. He got that extension and just a drop-off. I don't know. D'Amico Ryans wasn't great either. That 4th and 10 when it was 20-12. I don't know why you don't call a timeout there, because you didn't really get the play until there's like 8, 7, 8, 9 on the play clock. You should call a timeout there so you're not in a rush, get a better play. I mean, that was kind of bad, I thought, from D'Amico Ryans. I don't know. But Fairbairn, just, yeah, not great, man. 2 for 4. Defensively, I thought they played fine. 212 total yards for the Chiefs. They weren't perfect offensively, but they just couldn't stop Travis Kelce, man. We'll talk about Travis Kelce. 7 catches, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. They couldn't stop Kelce, man. He's back, I guess. Yeah, he's saving his best for the playoffs, I guess. I mean, 117 yards on 7 catches. Xavier Worthy, 5 catches, 45 yards for Mr. Xavier Worthy. 5 catches on 6 targets for him. Noah Gray, 3 catches, 13 yards, and Kareem Hunt, 1 catch for 2 yards. They really didn't throw too many other receivers. Like, they threw it to Hollywood Brown once or twice, and DeAndre Hopkins like once. They really didn't have the ball much at times, because the Texans, they took up a lot of that third quarter where they got that touchdown drive. Mahomes, 16 of 25, 177, 1 touchdown, no interceptions for Patrick. Not a great game, solid game from him. Kareem Hunt, 8 runs, 44 yards, 5.5 a carry, 1 touchdown. He had some nice runs on one of their drives to get 3 points. But, I mean, the refs don't give Kareem Hunt room to run. They don't let Kelce be up in the middle of the field. They don't let Chris Jones dominate. They don't let Nick Bolton blitz and rush Stroud. And the refs didn't make them score only 1 touchdown. I mean, look. I mean, just it is what it is. I know people are frustrated the Chiefs are winning. I am too, but I can't. I'm not gonna just come on here and hate like everybody else will. Pacheco, 5 runs for 18 yards. I guess Kareem Hunt's really running back 1 going forward for them. George Karlaftis had a hell of a game. He got 3 sacks today. George Karlaftis and Trent McDuffie, dude, are freaking amazing. And he got all 3 sacks in the second half. 4 quarterback hits. Like, that dude is fantastic. But they tried to use the tight ends to block him, and every time they did, he sacked the quarterback. 1 sack from Charles Omenihu. 1 sack from Chamari Connor. 1 from Felix Anudike Uzama. 1 from Chris Jones. 1 from Tershawn Wharton. They had that big kick return for Remigio, where they got a field goal in their opening possession. Harrison Butker was 3 for 3 on his field goals. So, yeah, maybe he's back after he had that injury. But it was an okay game from the Chiefs offense. Like, their offense hasn't really been dominant since the, Tyreek Hill days. They had all the speedsters. But they still have Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Kareem Hunt, still good running back. Obviously, they have Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid on that coaching staff, and Spags is such a good defensive coordinator. And when they dial up that blitz, there's nothing you can do. If you can't pick it up, there's nothing the quarterback can do. So they're 16-2 going to the NFL Divisional round. They had 212 total yards, 50 rushing, 162 passing, 4 yards per play, 14 first downs, 4 of 11 on third down, 50 total plays. They only allowed 3 sacks, 2 punts, 26 minutes of time of possession. For the Texans, they end their season 11-8. Their season once again ends in the divisional round, like it did last year. C.J. Stroud wasn't the problem today, I thought. 19-28, 245. He didn't have any touchdowns, no interceptions, 6 runs for 42 yards. He battled out there, I thought, at C.J. Stroud. I thought he did the best he could with the bad situation. The Chiefs' defense sacked him 8 times, man. They pressured him on over half. Pressured him on half of his dropbacks, on over half of them. 20 of 41, which is 51.2% according to Next Gen Stats. And across 17 blitzes, they generated 12 pressures and 8 from unblocked pass rushers. I mean, you can't leave people unblocked, especially the good Chiefs pass rush led by the defensive coordinator Spags. The Texans offensive line didn't want to win. I mean, you would think the Texans would pick up on it. They never did. They didn't adjust to it. The refs weren't great, but however, nobody can blame us on the refs, man. The Chiefs dominated the fourth quarter. The Texans imploded. Special teams sucked this game. Offensive line sucked. They just kind of self-destructed. Oh, the momentum shift. They got sacked 8 times. Talking about momentum shift. People won't admit it. Oh, the momentum. They got sacked 8 times. It didn't change anything in the first half. The Chiefs' defense dominated the fourth quarter. The offense wasn't great. They were the better team. I mean, they've been the better team the whole season. So, it's just a Steve Spagnuolo masterclass. When your quarterback gets sacked 8 times, I mean, you're not going to win. Were there some bad calls? Yes, but I only saw 2 where the roughing the quarterback or whatever the fuck it was. They only scored 1 touchdown. You can't win a game scoring 1 touchdown. And when you have multiple special teams errors, you have 8 sacks, you're not going to win. Joe Mixon, 18 runs, 88 yards, 4.9 a carry, 1 touchdown. For Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon had a pretty good game, I thought. And the Texans won the 25th pick in the draft. The Chiefs just dominated that fourth quarter. Texans just had no answer for the blitzes. Nico Collins, 5 catches, 81 yards for Nico. Dalton Schultz, 4 catches, 63 yards for Mr. Dalton Schultz. 4 catches, 52 yards for Xavier Hutchinson. 2 catches, 35 yards for Mechie. 2 for 12 for Mixon, 1 for 2 for Irvin Smith. So yeah, Texans season ends at 11-8. Chiefs move on to the divisional round. Their defense dominated. It was 6-3 first quarter, 7-3 second quarter. It was 13-6 at a halftime. Houston gets that touchdown third quarter, missed extra point. Chiefs outscored them 10-2 in the fourth quarter. The safety there at the end. So 23-14 your final score. Look, and the last thing I'll say is you can't blame the refs on this one. I mean, you get sacked 8 times, no answer for it. Your special teams gives up a lot of points. I mean, you're going to lose. I mean, it's what it is. So Chiefs will either be playing the Bills or Ravens. We'll decide that game tomorrow. It's going to be a good AFC Championship regardless. But yeah, that's all to say here. Until next time, have a lot. Peace, and I'll see you guys for the Lions and Commanders later on tonight.